What video game do you consider a masterpiece? Portal 2. Even Portal 1 was brilliant. 2 was a bit more fleshed out and had more content. Portal 1 was just a tight little package and everything about it was perfect. The pacing was spot on, the dialogue is hysterical, all the little Easter eggs and messages scrawled on the walls throughout do so much to set up the atmosphere and foreshadow the late game escape. And on top of all of it, the puzzles are so fun and engaging and the concept is so creative and fun. The first time I played Portal is an experience I will never get to have again. It is easily the best video game playing experience of my life. Edit, to be clear, I think Portal 1 is the superior game. Agreed. I went in with zero expectations too. I was blown away. Even the ending song is perfect. 1010. Age of Empires 2. O2 is a god-tier game and I've burned hundreds of hours playing it. A well-executed RTS is one of the most replayable games there is, and O2 is the gold standard. Please play O2 Definitive Edition. We need a bigger community. I played 2 when it came out, now my teenage son and I play Definitive Edition. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I can still hear the kid laughing. WTF, why is this still living in my head? I haven't thought of it or heard it in years. That sample is still used in recent movies and TV shows. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Half-Life, 1998. HL and HL2 literally were game changers. Folks don't remember when how amazing it was for HL2 to introduce ragdoll physics. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 1-2 Fallout, New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas needs a remaster, dammit, it's so good. It peeves me to no end that Skyrim is on the Switch but Fallout 3 and NV aren't. I hate to say this where Bethesda might hear, but I'd almost pay full price to have those games on Switch. It'd drop $60 for New Vegas for the Switch in a heartbeat. It's the only game I wouldn't feel guilty about for not waiting for a sale. Metal Gear Solid. Huh? Whose footprints are these? Back when the concept of enemies recognizing evidence of your presence was mind-blowing. Then MGS2 comes out and looks good even by today's standards. On a ducking PS2. MGS3 basically gave you an open world to explore and complex survival mechanics. Again on a fucking PS2. Chrono Trigger. Super Mario World is peak Mario, only one that comes close is Mario 64. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, still as playable today as when it was originally released. Subnautica. An absolute masterclass in so many things. The way the story is presented to you, so that you are in it rather than merely witnessing it around you? Masterful. The way its world is designed? Masterful. The way that music is leveraged along with the environments to instill terror in the player? Masterful. StarCraft. I still consider Brood War to be the greatest game ever. I consider the golden age when 100k people were watching the game live on stage in South Korea, and what a wild crowd it was. Everybody in the country knew about it. Pros living the game day and night, having seriously large fan clubs. Freaking Korean Air Force had official pro-gaming team just so the top drafted legends could continue to play. Finals in Korean Air hangars between planes. And people watching low-quality live streams with English commentary. What a time it was even when I could barely play the game well against I. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Hades. It really captures the best of the genre while also having a compelling story that keeps you coming back for more. I won't be surprised if it's later considered to be one of the best games of the decade. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Shadow of the Colossus. Worms 2, the original. Counter-Strike 1.6, it's 2004 and you stayed home from school. Fipool Day. I love the D-Rats maps. Secret of Monkey Island. Everything about that game was a huge upgrade in comparison to Sierra's adventure games. And that humor is exactly my cup of tea. Doom, the classic one. Especially since you can play it on basic household appliances and calculators. Ritran's Doom. There it is. Diablo 2. Fallout New Vegas is still my favorite game ever. The Civilization series taught me more about science, history, wonders of the world, and strategy than any textbook. Also, not to duck with Gandhi. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR. HK-47 may be my favorite Star Wars character of all time. Phrasing statement: good choice meatbag. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. Super Mario 64. Disco Elysium. I have never experienced a game like this in my life. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Final Fantasy Vi. They squeezed the shit out of the SNES platform, every last drop. The story was phenomenal, gameplay, originality, characters, everything was awesome. Chrono Trigger, however, will live as the best RPG on this side of the Milky Way. For me, Mass Effect 1, 2, 3. Everyone's experience can be a little different. The moments you can have with all the different characters really made it feel like you made some true friends. It felt like the story fully puts you in the first-person narrative. I started out a good person in the first one, lost some of my moral values in the second one, found myself again in the third one when Earth really needed me. Never could quite find love again after Liara, but I always had my best friend Garrus to have drinks in the Citadel and shoot bottles. Civ 5 is awesome. Castlevania Sodden. Spyro the Dragon. I mean the first Spyro game and the PS1 version. It's just consistent collectathon fun, and that's all it needs to be a masterpiece. You can mess around with the all levels cheat code and do a fun of bingo speedruns and other types of odd speedruns. That raises it even higher for me. It's an old game called Ultima 4. Way before internet was a thing and you had to figure it out by yourself. I invested many hours playing that game. We still have unfinished business lol. I was probably the Ultima 4 guru. I knew what spells ingredients you needed, where you could get them or where to buy them. I knew where to get the Sunken Wolf to get more hull points for the ships you could get. There was nothing I didn't know, or so I thought. Last fight is going down a dungeon, fighting the whole way through. I get my last guy down to the door, get asked the 3 questions that I knew the answer to, then it springs me a 4th question. What 4th question? What is it? Holy carp, I don't know. I answer wrong and it brings me back all the way to the surface to try again. I didn't have the strength to do it again. Kerbal Space Program. Yes. Let's just hope number 2 will live up. Yes. Let's just hope number 2 will live up. Fee. Every time they extend it, it instills faith in me that they are truly taking their time so the game doesn't come out a complete rat duckery. Okami. I have no idea if anyone will even recognize that game, but it is absolutely incredible. A beautiful game based on Japanese mythology Shinto legend with an even more beautiful story and soundtrack. HD versions are currently out on Xbox, Switch, and PC, I believe PS5 too, but I can't be sure. Seriously, give it a try. Edit. Holy crap, this is my first comment that blew up. Thanks to all of y'all for all the upvotes and awards. The comment thread has been super fun reminiscing. Smile. Resident Evil 4. Missed. But I have been out of the gaming world for a very long time. I'd also like to add Riven as a masterpiece as well. It feels like everything in terms of art, puzzles, and world building were elevated in Riven, but both masterpieces. Can't believe this isn't higher on the list. Had to scroll so far down for this. Nier Automata, also Nier Replicant. Skylanders, Swap Force. I have a stupid grin on my face the whole freaking game. The Witcher 3. Bottle. Dark Souls 3 and Devil May Cry 5. Zork. Wait. Showing my age. Minecraft. Uncharted 2. FF7. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Hades. It is the absolute apex of the roguelike genre. Factorio.